Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen, and if you are new here then hello and welcome. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make my delicious spicy salmon risotto or pasta. As I just mentioned, today I want to share with you how to make my delicious spicy salmon pasta or risotto. Now this recipe is really easy to do, but it can be quite time consuming. If you are using the brown rice and making it into a risotto, then I always find that brown rice takes a little bit longer to cook. So this will take some time to cook. But if you are making the pasta, then this will be a really quick dish for you. But I'll explain about that as I go through the cooking process. So for now, here is how I make my delicious spicy salmon pasta or risotto. So the first thing I'm going to do is preheat the oven to about 200 degrees. So now I've grabbed myself a large pan, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this onto a high heat on the hob, and then I'm going to add a little bit of oil to the base of the pan, and I'm going to brush the oil around the base of the pan with my plastic brush, basically so the bottom of the pan is all evenly coated in the oil, like so. And then I'm just going to leave this pan to heat up now. So the pan has started to sizzle away nicely, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a sliced leek to this. So I've topped and tailed a leek, and then I just simply sliced it roughly. It doesn't really matter if it's perfectly chopped or anything. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stir the leek around the base of the pan until it starts to soften and you can see through it. So the leek has started to soften now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add so I've removed the core of a yellow pepper and a red pepper, and I've basically sliced and diced it, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it to the bottom of the pan and then fry this for a further minute or so until this starts to sort of soften in the base of the pan, basically. If you couldn't get a red or a yellow pepper, then you can use a green one if you want to. I just really like the sweetness of the red and the yellow together, and I really like the leek and the red and yellow with the salmon as well. It does make it taste that little bit sweeter, and there are some people in this house with very sweet teeth, so they like their dinners to be a bit sweeter than normal, I think, sometimes. So yes, I'm just going to fry these, as I said, until they start to soften now. So that has started to soften nicely now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add brown rice to this. So I've weighed out about 220 grams of brown rice. The 20 grams extra is for my son, and the 200 is for my husband and I, but we'll have leftovers with this tomorrow. And what I've done is I basically washed through my rice twice, and now I'm going to add it to my pan, and by washing it through twice you get rid of the starch before you start cooking it, and it makes it easier to cook brown rice, I find, if you wash it twice through first. So yes, I'm going to add that in there, and I've done a recipe on cooking rice as well, and if you want me to do a video on that, I can do, so let me know in the comments below. I will link the recipe for the brown rice in the description box below for you, but it's also on my blog googie'skitchenlife.com as well. So if you are interested, there are now over 700 recipes and lifestyle blogs, more recipes than lifestyle, I'd say, on that blog. So please go check it out if you are interested, and I will put the link for the blog in the description box below too. So yes, I'm just going to stir this until the rice becomes see-through now. So I can see that it's started to become see-through. So I'm going to add 1 tin of tomatoes to this, like so. And then I have about 200 mils of chicken stock. So I'm going to pour the excess chicken stock into there, and then I'm just going to tip that on top. So my chicken stock was frozen as well, so I'm going to add the block of ice that I have into the risotto, and hopefully that will all melt away nicely, which it is. Yep, lovely. And just leave me with the chicken stock. Fingers crossed. Yep, it's melting away beautifully. And while that's coming back to the boil, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my spices now. So I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of mild curry powder. If you want to make this spicier, you can add hot, or you can even add medium curry powder, chili powder, sorry, mild chili powder, if you want to. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of ginger. I love ginger, it smells so yummy. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika as well, which I'm just going to add to the pan. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, too, like so. And then I've got 1 teaspoon of garlic granules. And if you can't get garlic granules, then you could always use like a clove of garlic and fry it off with the leek at the beginning. And then I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of oregano as well. And I'm just going to stir that in. And then I have 1 tablespoon of tomato puree, which I'm going to add to the pan as well. And I'm also going to do 1 teaspoon of tamari as well. And this tamari and the tomato puree just give it that extra flavour. I really like tamari. Tamari is soya sauce, and it's gluten-free soya sauce. So if you're wondering, if you're not gluten intolerant like me, you could always use just ordinary soya sauce if you wanted to. And I forgot to say that if you are making this into just a pasta sauce, then don't add in the rice. Leave the rice out and then just boil the pasta separately and leave the sauce to simmer away. So what I'm going to do now is, because this has come to the boil, I'm going to put it on a low heat and I'm going to leave it to simmer now. So I'm just going to leave that on the pan, on the hob, to simmer. So I've just put about 500 grams of salmon into a baking tray, and I'm just going to pop this into the oven, and I'm going to cook this in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes, and then I'm going to add it to the final dish at the end. So the risotto has been simmering away for about 40 minutes now, and I've finished cooking the salmon. So I removed it from the oven, and then I just simply removed the skins from the bottom and I chopped it up, and now all I'm going to do is add that to my pan as well. And then I'm not going to leave this on the heat too long, because I don't want the salmon to be cooked any more than it has been. So it's really beautifully soft from the oven, so to keep it soft and to stop it from going rubbery, I'm now going to turn the heat off. But while that's in there, I'm just going to add some kale to this as well. So I've just grabbed some kale from the fridge, and what I'm going to do is just add in about 3 to 4 handfuls of kale as well. 2, 3. That's that added in, and I'm going to mix this around, and then this is ready to serve now. Once the kale's all wilted into the risotto, you can serve this, and it smells so yummy. I'm so looking forward to my dinner this evening. So that's how you make my delicious spicy salmon risotto or pasta, and that recipe, as I mentioned earlier, I will link in the description box below. And as I also mentioned earlier, I'm having this for my dinner tonight, and it smells amazing, so I'm really looking forward to this. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. Do you like eating eating salmon and what do you like eating it with? I'd love to know, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.